Empires do not begin or end on a certain date, but they do end, and the West has not yet come to terms with its fading supremacy. At the end of every empire, under the guise of renewal, tribes, armies, and organizations appear and devour the heritage of the former superpower, often from within.
America's 250th birthday is coming up in 2026. That's just 4 short years away. That's just one of many telltale signs that an empire is about to implode. Well, our empire is global, and we meet all the criteria for the end truly being nigh. You might be feeling the pressure already. Job insecurity, talk of everything from food scarcity to running out of fossil fuels, war, plague. It's almost biblical.
6 ages defined the lifespan of an empire. The age of pioneers, the age of conquests, the age of commerce, the age of affluence, the age of intellect, ending with bread and circuses in the age of decadence. There are common features to every age of decadence. An undisciplined, overextended military, the conspicuous display of wealth, a massive disparity between rich and poor, a desire to live off a bloated state, and an obsession with sex. But perhaps the most notorious trait of all is the debasement of the currency. Great empire wealth always dazzles, but beneath the surface, the unbridled desire for money, power, and material possessions means that duty and public service are replaced by leaders and citizens who scramble for the spoils.
Historically, all the signs of the demise of empire are beginning to develop. Some are more trenchant than others. This current financial and economic crisis, that sort of thing always accompanies the demise of empire.
The people of Rome were constantly being distracted by the gladiatorial events, and the politicians knew that they did this. Whenever there was unrest among the people, they had a tremendous emphasis on all kinds of television programs that distract people from what's really going on. Sports is a big part of that, as it was in gladiator times.
Strangely, perhaps, there's another profession that is disproportionately hallowed as an empire declines. The Romans, the Ottomans, and the Spanish all made celebrities of their chefs.
And we felt great, and we don't feel it anymore. So everyone is out searching for it. Well, maybe it's in the best food, or the best clothes, or the best music, or the best movies, or a reality TV show, or another magazine. But you can never get enough of what you don't need. What you need is a strong moral conviction that is pervasive throughout the society, and integrity reigns.
The baby boomer generation were born into this age of decadence. Perhaps unwittingly, they've broken the unspoken intergenerational contract. Through unfettered consumerism, spiraling house prices, and a desire for eternal youth, the baby boomers have squandered future generations' inheritance.
The baby boom generation, which I'm a part of, has gone and done the biggest misallocation of capital in the history of mankind. We have had cheap oil, or cheap energy is a better way to phrase it. We've had an abundance of ideas, and we have chosen a system and perpetuated it that is probably one of the worst ways to use the blessings that were bestowed upon us. And we are going to pay a price for that.
Do you feel it in your heart that somebody else with more power, more information, more prestige is going to come along and solve this problem for you? Or can you sense in your gut that it's actually truly up to you to preserve you, your family, and your community in the times to come? I say this because most people are completely unaware of the elephant in the room, even as they're being crushed by it. which means that only a small few of us who are awake and see what's coming and acknowledge that power comes from within, that it's up to us to create a larger, more impactful and harmonious way for us to move forward into this coming collapse, so it can be more like a controlled demolition than a complete chaotic freefall. I know that the solutions are here, and I know you sense it as well. Panic and anxiety that you may be feeling from what I'm talking about now, and the fact that you may sense that what I'm saying has more validity than you've given credit for in the past, these things come from a disorganized mind, a lack of a plan, and a lack of cohesiveness in community. So what I'm going to share with you today in this video are some very real ways of looking at what's happening in the world with a complete reversal of that stark, bleak outlook, by understanding that this coming collapse is needed and is perfect. That what's happening is actually for the best for the planet, and we are the planet. We are the environment. So I'm going to give my attention to the awakening protocols, which are here to build resilience inside the human, inside community, and give practical all the way to mystical ways for us to approach what's coming, because we need all hands on deck. So let's dive right in.